How you living, buddy?
Oh man, another day at it, man. 3 SPM, baby. What's going on?
Well, man, last night was epic. You know what I'm saying? Well, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying. We had David Benavidez against Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. What a night of boxing!
Yeah, man. The coroner was busy last night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right, so we got Jose Benavidez Jr. versus Jamal Charlo. They were both talking pretty heavy, you know what I'm saying, being kind of disrespectful before the fight. The weigh-in, Charlo weighed he came in and weighed a little heavy.
my whole take on the whole missing weight is, it's very unprofessional. It's I think it shows, it speaks on your character. I also believe that it should be a bigger penalty for doing something like that than what they're dishing out. They should penalize them heavier. They should. I mean, it should. I mean, almost to the point to where the event shouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Right,
Um,
and I feel you because you guys both agreed to coming to this bout and fight at a certain weight, and it's breach of contract at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Very much so. I think. See, we don't want to see. We want to see a competitive match. We don't want to see a guy get bludgeoned to death. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going up 3 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be great.
I understand what you're saying. Me, I feel a little different about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the gladiator games. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on the what I'm saying, the thumbs up or thumbs down. Y'all give all this hype. You get people to fill the seats for people to pay-per-view money, and then for you to try and bow out. Gracefully after all of the antics and shit. I'm not a big supporter of that.
At the end of the day, nobody wants to see a high school boxer go up against a professional boxer.
Not at all.
You just don't want to see that, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to see a high school football team playing against a professional football team. You know what I'm saying? The competition isn't there. It's one-sided. It's just not what people are paying for. You know what I'm saying? Size matters. You see what I'm saying? And you could tell that every time Benavidez threw a punch, those punches that landed on Boo Andre, they hurt. They hurt real bad.
Oh,
Okay,
facts.
and every time everybody was saying it's only a matter of time. In everybody's mind, it's only a matter of time.
I think it just wasn't what he expected, or what even a lot of the fans expected. Me, I had a lot more expectations of his fighting abilities before the fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought he would come into the ring and hit him with the element of surprise, and he might be a little bit more effective. At the same time, I do, like I said before, I am a fan of the Boogeyman. You know what I'm saying, and I like the work that he does. So it was really about seeing if Andrade could live up to what he was, what he expected to do, and that was to show us that he could break a body down. Benavidez had the same goal at the end of the day. It was just, with that fight, to me, it was, we knew that this fight would end by knockout, right? It was just who was going to hit the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Who was going to sleep was the question. And, which we didn't get to see him go to sleep, but he did win by technical knockout. Technically, because they ended up stopping it. But yeah, man, me personally, like I say, man, I like to see those finishing moves. I like to see the fatality. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, he has no defense for you, man. There's nothing. This is come on now. You, You're beating on a hurt dog at this point, man.
Oh yeah, I mean,
This is you know, what are we doing?
after the fight, David, he said himself, he was in his hotel room after the fact, and he was saying that but before he dropped him, what I'm saying, he struck him with a blow, and he said he seen his eye tear up, he seen his eye water, and that's when he knew he imposed his will. He knew he was hurt. And then he went in for the kill, I mean, anybody, if you watched, you could see that around round 3, when Andrade was warned by the referee about holding Benavidez's head down, yeah, right around right there is when when the fight turned. It went from it being, a tit for tat bout to one sided, and it's like David was hunting them down at that point, and you can see they're pretty much doing circles around the ring. He's hunting them down. He hunted them down for the next 2.5 rounds.
Yeah. He went straight NLE chopper. You know what I'm saying? At that point, and it was just walking down at this point.
Right. And then it was like he was doing extra shit to try and stay in the fight. Like I say, by holding his head down. It was like Benavidez kicked it into another gear. I did ask a question though. Possible fight of the year. Do I believe that it did it live up to being the fight of the year? I wouldn't say it was the fight of the year. Like people compared it to a Earl Spence and Crawford fight. I feel like the Crawford fight was a little bit more exciting for me. And more surprising, but. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely top 3 boxing matches of the year, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know. That's tough, man. You got Crawford, Spence, you got Tank and Ryan. You got Devin Haney, Lomachenko too. I mean, yeah, you had some good fights, man. I don't know, man. It might maybe top 5. I don't know, man. This year's been a great year of boxing, man. I don't know. That's a tough one to call.
Right. Like I say, I put it in my top 3 of fights for this year. Ray says top 5. You named 3 though, and it was one of the top 3. So it just seems like we're on the same page right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But like I say, man, a great night of boxing, man. That was, if I'm not mistaken, that was what Showtime's last event.
From what I come to find out, that was Showtime's last pay-per-view.
Okay, so that was Showtime's last pay-per-view boxing event. Salute to Showtime for, for the events that they have put on this year, that we tuned into. It's been a blessing.
And the previous years.
That part. Next in the boxing world, man, do we, I know that Benavidez, he's aiming for the Alvarez fight. You know what I mean? We know he's been calling out Alvarez for a long time. But he once again he's saying next he wants Alvarez. Charlo is Charlo would love Alvarez as well.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Maybe not, but not gonna happen. I don't even think Charlo's even in. It's not gonna happen though. Alvarez Benavidez is not happening next. I don't think Alvarez Benavidez will be in 2024. I don't think.
So what do you see?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
What do you see in the near future for Charlo?
Charlo should fight Andrade.
Okay, so you think Charlo Andrade would be a nice matchup for the next bout?
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should fight Andrade.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that being a great competition.
What happened to Andrade last night is Jamal Charlo's fault. You know what I'm saying? That's how long Jamal Charlo been ducking him and David Benavidez and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to call out Canelo this and Canelo that. Man, you ain't even beat up the little dudes around you. Y'all ducking each other, making excuses why you ain't fighting each other, and you steady pointing me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, I'm gonna do my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't on. You're not on my map. You're not even in my fight, man. You know, hey, man. You gotta clean up what's around you. Then holler at me.
Well, I mean, Charlo does hold all the belts in his division. So who do you think is next? The next opponent to step up and try to strip him of those titles.
I mean, David Benavidez. Straight like that. Yeah. What we doing? What are we doing?
So because and of course, you know, Charlo wouldn't object to that because he stated before this fight, you know, he said, I'm gonna whoop your ass and then I'm gonna whoop your brother's ass. So do you think that given that Charlo has defeated Jose Benavidez, that David would accept that bout?
I think David would accept it. You know what I'm saying? I think, with all honesty and with all due respect, I think David's gonna beat the dog shit out of Jamal Charlo, though. You understand me?
I agree 1,000%.
I think the little brother is gonna avenge the big brother like no other.
Right, I believe that Canelo would be a huge fight for both of them, but realistically, you know, timing wise, realistically,
it'll be the biggest money fight of your career.
Right,
because it's Canelo,
hands down. But like I said, realistically, given circumstances, I think they both have at least a fight or two ahead of them before that could even be possible. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I think about between the two of them would be a lot more realistic right now. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes,
they keep talking all of this, Canelo this, Canelo that, but that's not going to happen. I can tell you that. That's not going to happen.
So yeah, salute to Canelo. You know, him sitting up. You know, he can sit up on his pedestal for a while longer. You know what I'm saying, and just, you know, be the champ that he is. And you know, salute to David Benavidez and to Jamal Charlo for the show that they both put on last night. Also on that card was the young cat,
Cromel Moton. Who is this? This is his second fight he's had so far this year. Second pro fight.
Yeah, the first one I peeped. I mean, he did his work. You know what I'm saying? First round situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So this in this bout here, it was pretty much the same thing. He, you know, went in and immediately got to work. Yeah, if you blinked, you looked down to tie your shoes, you missed it. Yeah, as quick as it started, as quick as it was over. You know,
Kamel is a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? He's I feel like he about to clean out the division he's in. You know, he's gonna move up, and he's gonna clean out, you know, the division above him, you know, and so on and so forth. I think he has a real bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he does. I just want to see him against, you know, some competition.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. Who are they gonna put in there, man? They need to go and they need to go to the go back in the lab and go create somebody for this youngster, because y'all got a problem on your hands. 3SPN and we out.